So you want to sell your house by yourself, and you don't want to pay those blood-sucking realtor fees. And I understand it. I tried to sell a home for sale by owner before I became a realtor as well. So I'm your local Lexington realtor, Morgan Franklin, and today I'm going to tell you 5 tips to make sure you get your home sold for the best dollar. So number 1, for the love of everything holy, price it correctly. This is the number 1 problem I see FSBOs make. You know, they think their $100,000 house is worth $150,000, and you know, your house is going to sit forever if you don't have a realistic expectation. So first and foremost, your Z estimate is not a real home value. I did a statistical analysis of Z estimates in Lexington, Kentucky. There's going to be a link right here if you're watching on YouTube, or in the description below if you're watching elsewhere. And the average was really close, you know, across all homes, but there was a big variance of plus or minus $21,000. So your Z estimate could be off significantly. Be sure to check out that article, but bottom line, your Z estimate is not an accurate representation of your home value. So how do you price it correctly? Well, if you click on the link right here and go check it out on the blog, I've got click-by-click 1, 2, 3 instructions on how to go pull comps from the PVA website. Another way to get a good idea of what your home's worth is ask me. Call me, ask me. Contact information is going to be right here. Love to hear from you. And last but not least, you could have an appraisal done. It's going to cost you $300 to $500, and you have a professional opinion of what the home is worth. But ultimately, you know, a home is worth what somebody is willing to pay at that point in time. So even though Zillow tells you a value, I tell you a value, an appraiser tells you a value, it's only worth what somebody's willing to pay, and the only way you're going to find that is to get out there in the market. But it's a much less painful process if you start with a realistic price. Second, pro photo and video. You know, sadly, this is something a lot of even realtors don't do. You know, they'll take cell phone pics, or, you know, they use consumer grade camera. Hire a professional photographer. You can do it for under $100, and it's going to do so much to help sell your house, because 89% of all homeowners start their home search online. So you don't even get the chance to have somebody come view your property if it looks like crap online. Also, to add on to that, you can do pro video. It'll cost about $200 to have a professional video tour done. I'm going to put a link right here to a couple of the ones that I've done, just to show you what you could expect to do. It really helps market your property, and you know, you start online. Make sure you look damn good when the eyes first see you. Third, market your property. This goes without saying. So there are a ton of websites for sale by owner, owners.com, you know, MLS for fee. You know, there's a ton of ways to get it out there. Honestly, they're all crap. The highest traffic website is Zillow. Make your posting there, and then also go to the Google machine, type in Postlets. Postlet is an app that's owned by Zillow that's going to cross-post your information to a whole plethora of different real estate websites. So get your listing together, post it to Postlets, and it's going to go everywhere else. So why don't you use the owners or flat fees or stuff, you know, other websites? So all they're doing is the same thing that Postlets does for you, except for they're doing it in their own little vertical where they can only see it on owners.com. And the eyeballs are at Zillow, Trulia, and a couple other places. But as long as you hit those two, you're going to capture the majority of the traffic. So don't waste your money on those other websites. And if you do a flat fee listing, make sure that you're going to end up on LBAR, because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of MLSs across the country. And the one here locally in Lexington is LBAR. So if you're not on this MLS, nobody's going to see it, but you'll make it on the national MLS that nobody ever sees, that is private to whatever company you just paid $500 for. Don't waste your money. Stick with Zillow. Sign. Bigger's better. Don't get the cheap sign from Lowe's. Spend $100. Get a real sign. Makes people know you're serious. Put your phone number on there and pick up your damn phone. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to schedule a showing for sale by owner. They don't pick up the phone. They don't call me back for 2 or 3 days. You know, just showing up's half the battle. Pick up your phone. Also, make sure you print out some color flyers, attach them to the sign. It lets people know the price, lets them see the interior, so they don't waste your time calling and trying to schedule showings that don't matter. And that goes to the last marketing tip. only let pre-approved people in your house. If they don't email you a pre-approval letter, and I know you've got this, oh, but I don't want to let this potential sale get away. If they aren't serious enough to send you a pre-approval letter, then they aren't serious about the house, and you don't want to waste your time. So that's price it correctly, pro photo and video, market it properly, and then number 4 is cooperate with buyer's agents. So a lot of for sale by owners have this expectation that they're going to get away with not paying any real estate commissions whatsoever, and when you do that, you're blocking yourself off to only 13% of potential buyers, because 87% of all buyers use a real estate agent, because guess what? It doesn't cost the buyer a thing. As long as the seller is expected to pay the commission, that's never going to change, and why wouldn't a buyer use an agent to represent them? You may not like it, but those are the facts, and that's the way it works. So if you choose not to cooperate or you're difficult, your agent could, or the buyer's agent could take them to another property that's just easier to deal with. Just accept it, move on, and then last but not least, remain objective. So remember back to point 1, your price is probably going to be too high because you have an unrealistic expectation of what the price is. When you get that first offer, let's say you get your house listed for $200,000 and you get an offer for $175,000, don't get upset. Just stay objective, remember that it's a business deal, and just try and get this sold. Number 5, get your paperwork together. The last thing you want to do is be scrambling around trying to come up with a contract if you've got an active, ready, willing, and able buyer. So go ahead, have a contract ready. There are some form contracts available online. I can't speak to whether or not they're good or not. I'm not an attorney. For the $100, $200, why not contact a real estate attorney, have them prepare it for you. You could save yourself thousands of dollars. It's simple. So up to you, your choice. If you guys want a recommendation for a great real estate attorney, give me a shout. Contact information is going to be right there. And then bonus, stay up to date with all the Lexington real estate marketing or market happenings by subscribing to my blog updates. You can click the link right here on YouTube. And if you're watching elsewhere, you'll be able to see the link in the description below. I pump out great information. It's going to help you market your property. It's going to keep you up to date on all the market happenings. So guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to read the full article with step-by-step instructions on the blog, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time, and I look forward to hearing your questions.